This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, am I audible? Yeah, fine. Thanks, Shiva. So, any questions on before going to the section? Any questions you'd like to ask? Okay, fine. So, anyone tried with the SAML-based authentication for the IAM? The SSO, you guys have tried. SSO, you guys have tried with this. Okay, just complete that one by this week itself, so that you will get an ample amount of doubts with the regards to the SSO. Now, today we'll continue with our respect the concept for cloud formation template. Right. So now here in your respect to the cloud formation template, right? You guys need to ensure that, right? You guys need to ensure that how to create your respective a cloud formation template, and how to create a stack, and how to create a resources, how to modify the resources, and how to manage the respective resources. To discuss one by one, right? That is one main important thing that you guys need to understand. So now here the cloud formation stack. So it's pretty simple actually. You guys can able to enable this respective one. So in this one, I have in your material, I have showcased you the cloud formation template. Right here, it will use the resources. Right, it will use the resources, and it will create the resources, and it will going to be modify your respective resources. Here in this cloud formation template, right, in this cloud formation template, typically you guys are can noticing the, like, typically you guys are noticing the, right, typically you guys are going to noticing the is subnet. This is going to be created over the VPC. As of now, you guys are going to be creating a VPC here. Under that, you creating the subnets. So what is the VPC and what is the purpose of subnets? Right, how many types of subnets are there? What are those? That will going to be discussed in the coming classes here, right? So as of now, it will create a subnet here. So it required a respective VPC ID, and on top of the VPC, it will create the two subnets. So here we'll create our the subnet here, right? We'll create the VPC here, go for the VPC in the Singapore region, create the VPC first. Right, create the VPC first. And with this one 10.10.1 series actually need to create. I would like to call this one as cloud formation template VPC. Here I would like to call this one as 10.10 the cider here, 10.10 slash 16 0 cider here. So this is one thing, right? So create the VPC here. So it requires this VPC ID. It requires this VPC ID. So you need to provide this VPC ID here as an input, and also you need to provide this respective VPC ID here, right? 10.10.2.0. This is the CIDR block. So how you guys are going to be define this respective one? This will I'm going to discuss in our VPC section here. So now here it will create the respective RDS instances, right? It will create the respective RDS instances here. This will going to be create your respective RDS instances here. And under this RDS instances, this is going to be after that it will going to be create, right? It will going to be create, right, a security group actually, which is a port 22, right? Which is a port 22 here, a security group, which is a port 22 here. We're going to be open the respective SSH here. So now here you've been using the respective the image EC2 image here. Let me stop this respective EKS cluster first to avoid the delay. So now here it will need the instances here with this respective AMI ID as your respective, right? AMI ID as your respective. So now here it will create a RDS resources with this username and the password, right? Along with your respective allocation size of your respective storage environment, right? Allocation of your respective storage environment, right? Allocation of your respective storage environment here. So now here and the output wise, it's going to provide the EC2 IDs, and the output wise, you're going to provide the EC2 IDs. And the output wise, you're going to provide the EC2 IDs actually. So that is one main important, right? So here, this is your cloud formation stack, right? This is your respective cloud formation stack here. The one which you guys are looking for here, respective cloud formation stack here. So now here, you guys need to, right? So now here, you guys need to ensure that, right? You guys need to ensure that here you have the subnets under this VPC, and the CIDR for your respective subnet is /24, and your VPC subnet is /16. So what is this /16 and what is this /24? Why should we need to take this in the range? We'll discuss in our networking section over the phase 2. Networking section over the phase 2. So still we need to complete 6 more topics to complete our respective phase 1. So in the phase 2, we're going to be completely enable the respective, right, the networking part. What is subnet, right? How the subnet going to be work, and how this all the areas are going to be enabled here. So now here you have an AEC2 security group here with this respective VPC ID, which enable the port 22, right? Which enable the port 22, which enable the port 22 here. So one resources is going to be create, right? One thing it's going to be create. This is your input. This is your respective input in the source, whether you have an anywhere or custom IP address, or custom range of IP address or IPv6. If you remember, while opening the inbound, you need to provide the source. Now, yes, you can able to access this respect to EC2 instances from anywhere, or else you can restrict to your specific IP address. Right? You can restrict with your specific IP address. And here you have an image ID. Right? Here you have an respect to image ID here, which is going to be instance type here. So now here you have an RDS instances for an the next stage you have an RDS instances which is going to be created with allocation of 100 GB. So now how many resources you guys are creating with the help of this cloud formation template? How many resources you guys are creating with the help of cloud formation template? 3 resources. What are those actually? The reader, writer. What was that? What is this reader? Instances, VPC subnets, security groups, and RDS. Right? VPC subnets, EC2 instance, security group, and RDS. Right? These are the 3 resources you guys are going to create. Am I clear on this? Right? All these things you have written in a respective YAML format, right? And you've been providing the respective input here. So now here, let's save this one in appropriate location, wherever you feel. Right? Generally, this is going to be stored in the respective S3 bucket actually. So now here you have already, right? Now here you save this respective location here. Let's save this one in an appropriate location here. So then you need to, right? Then you need to go for your cloud formation stack here. So now here, this is what created from your EKS cluster. Yesterday, you guys have created your EKS cluster, and this is what it is, right? Yesterday, you guys have created the EKS cluster, and this is what it is. So now here, you need to create a stack with new resources standard. So upload a file, the one which you have going to be used. Give me a second, guys. So now upload a file, the one which you have located here, right? Upload a file here from where you have given this one. Click on next and provide your respect to the stack name. Let's say suppose this is my dev-env, right? Development-env here. Development-env here. That is one main important thing. Development-env here. And then you need to ensure that, right? You guys need to ensure that the providing of the key name for your respective, right? Providing of the key name for your respective EC2 instances. This is what the input you guys need to give, right? This is what the input you guys need to provide it. This is what the input you guys need to provide it. Provide a EC2 instances here. Click on next here. Provide the tag name equal to develop dev hyphen resources. Let name equal to dev hyphen resources actually. Name equal to dev hyphen resources. Yesterday you have created the right. Yesterday you guys have created the IAM role. Right. Yesterday you guys have created the IAM role actually. Right. Yesterday you guys have created the IAM role actually. So with the help of that IAM role, you guys are getting authenticating from your respective EC2 instances to the right, getting authenticated to your respective EC2 instances to the this getting authenticated from your cloud formation template to this respective EC2 instances. So now here, click on next here. You have provided the permissions and create a stack. So now here, these resources, it will try to create the subnet first. It try to create the resources like instance group. So the security group got created successfully. Now the EC2 instances is in progress. The creation of EC2 instances is in progress. RDS is also got started actually. It also creation is in started actually. Yeah, the one which you have mentioned here. If you whatever the resources you have mentioned, first it will take the respective create of the subnets and it will refer the subnets here. After that, it try to create the EC2 instances and the security group and the RDS because you are referring your respective depends on your respective database subnets. So it will follow the order wise here, one after other, right? So this is one thing. So that is one thing that you guys need to enable here. So now you guys need to understand it will take some time to create your respective resources. If suppose something is went wrong, it automatically rolls back. As you know that RDS will going to take time actually, you should wait. So now here if I want to create a production environment with the same resources, let's say suppose I want the same similar resources for the production environment, what I can do need to do if I want a production environment. It's the same resources like I need to create a EC2, I need to create a take the cloud formation template, change your stack name and enable it. Right, change it accordingly. That's it. That is how you guys are can able to create your respective. You guys are going to create your respective resources, right? Creating of your respective resources. That is how it works, right? So now here you should understand about the how things are going to be enabled here. So here I have a requirement to modify your respective resources. I have a requirement to modify your respective resources, like from T2 micro to T2 medium, or I want to delete the few of the resources, right? I want to delete the few of the resources. So those things I need to change it. So what is the way to change those respective resources? That we'll discuss right now. We'll see how it works. Let's wait for this RDS creation first. Once this is done, you can enable the right. You can enable the respective resources here. You can modify your resources and you can delete the resources. These are the general tasks you will have to get in your respective cloud formation templates. As it in the RDS is in creation is in progress actually. We'll see. It will take the ample amount of time to create your respective resources actually. For especially for the RDS, it will take 20 minutes to take care of it. Once that is done, we're going to be change our modification of our respective resources. So write the code for your only for your respective, right? Only for your respective for one environment, and then only for one environment, and then you can able to create the respective same resources to other environment. The cloud formation template will going to be reusable for you, right? The cloud formation template is going to be reusable for you. So you can only work for the only once at a time, but you can use the similar kind of the template to the other environment. So it's completely going to be an automation, right? It's completely going to be an automation environment. So that's how it works, right? Am I clear on this? Any questions, any doubts here? Why should we need to go with this kind of automation approach? Why not manually? If you want to create the manually, so you need to if you want to create two environments, you need to work for the two environments if you don't have any kind of automation, right? That is how it's going to be happen for your respective real-time environment here. Any questions, guys? Would like to ask me here how it works here? What is the purpose of this? Now we'll see once this is going to be created, we'll delete the resources, we'll modify the resources with the help of this template. We need to wait for it till it got created with this respective resources. So mostly you guys are working with the completely Terraform only, right? Terraform only, you guys. But few people, still the legacy people, they will work over the right They will work over the cloud formation template till they will work over the cloud formation template.
So are they both similar in writing the scripts and all, Terraform and CloudFormation template both?
No, they both are different actually, but both are key and value pair. But the way how these people will use is different from one tool to other tool.
Okay. So we can integrate the Terraform with our like AWS services, right? There will be no.
Yeah, you can do it. Terraform is going to be helpful for the both Azure as well as AWS as well. Both Azure as well as AWS. You can use the Terraform, but this cloud formation template only within your respect to AWS environment, not within the other environments. That is how it's going to happen.
Sorry, my audio was not okay. So we can create
Sorry.
multiple resources in the same. No, my audio was disconnected, so I can't go ahead. We can create multiple resources in the same cloud format template.
Yes, you can. That's what I did, right? So I created the multiple resources now.
No, is there any limit or something? We can only create only this much.
No.
Okay, thanks.
You can create it. You can create the multiple resources actually. But the management of the resources is completely the management of the resources. If you are using only one template, right, it will difficult actually. But you can create it, the multiple resources. That's why people will going to be use rather than using the multiple resources at once. They will going to be create. They will use the different set of templates, and they will going to be enable those respective templates actually. So now here, this resources got created successfully now. So you can able to see all the outputs here, which is your respective EC2 instances along with your respective RDS instances. In this case, I would like to do some modification here. So for let's say I want to change my respective instance from the T2 micro to T2 medium. T2 micro to T2 medium here. So now here we'll see how it's going to happen here. Update this respective stack. You should use the current template here. Sorry, replace your current template and upload the file where you have stored actually from the T2 micro to T2 medium. So once you guys are uploaded here, that respective template, so it will showcase you the changing of the resources actually, right? It will showcase you the changing of resources here. Only this respective resources is updating. If you observe that, it will not touching the other resources actually. Right? It will not going to be touch, or it will not going to be change any kind of remote structure actually. It will not going to be change, or it will not going to be touch your respective remote structure actually. So now here you need to understand about, the it works in a way of idempotent. It works in a way of idempotent. If there is any change of your respective remote structure, let's change it. Otherwise, don't touch the existing infra. Right? Otherwise, don't touch the respective existing infra actually. So it will work for you. So now the upgradation is in progress. It works for you to modification of the resources for your template through your template actually, right? Through your respective template actually. Similarly, you guys are can able to delete the resources with the help of cloud formation as well. Right? It is got updated now. Right? This is got updated now here. So this is the T2 medium. Right? This is got updated. This is how the T2 medium works here. So T2 medium. Every changes are going to be performed to your respective infra. Right? Every changes are I'm going to perform through the respective infra here. So this is how it's going to happen. And similarly, you guys are going to ensure that, right? Similarly, you guys are going to be performing the activity, right? To delete the resources as well, right? To delete the resources as well, right? To delete the resources as well. Deleting the respective resources, you should ensure that you need to change your respective cloud formation template. Now, suppose I want to delete this RDS resources, what I need to do? How to delete this respective resources here? Just yeah. Sorry, what do you need to do?
Comment.
Yeah, comment, or if you have any kind of this one, right? If you have any kind of indented errors, right? Again, it will leads to syntax errors. Actually, it will throw the syntax error. So what you need to do here is, right? Just remove this complete phase for you. And as soon as you have removed this one, this RDS, in the outputs, it will going to miss this RDS instance ID as well. Right, RDS instance as well. Right. So now here, once you guys are updated this one, let's update your respective stack here. Same way, let's update your respective stack. Let's update your respective stack here. Once you have updated your respective stack here, so you should wait for the update the click on next, same key pair, update your respective stack here. Now in the resources wise, it will ensure that it will going to be delete your respective resources here. Okay, this was still installation state. I have updated it. Right. No, that auto creating mechanism, it won't work. That is called syncing of your respective resources. No, it will not like that actually. It will not automatically going to create. If you delete, delete. That's it, simple. Right? So this you need to wait for it. The rollback is need to process actually the events. Update got completed here. We'll wait for the event got triggered actually for your respective deletion of the resources. So if you observe that this RDS, so this is into the respective, it will delete in the next trigger actually. We'll like to update this respective cloud formation template here. So now here, let me re-trigger it, updating of your respective stack. So I might change this respective. Okay, so there is a mistake in the respective EC2 module. So we'll try to troubleshoot it. So there is some syntax error which is going to be enabling here. There is some syntax error, right? So we'll try to troubleshoot it. What is the syntax error here? The tag and key and value here. So what is the previously what it has actually, and we'll see how what is the previously it had and what exactly is going to be happening. So we'll try to validate what exactly happened here. We'll try to validate here. What is the key and value you guys are looking for here? What is the key and value it is referring to? So here you have forgotten this respective value. The key is purpose and the value is right. it should not going to be empty actually, right? This is what it's throwing the error, right? So now again change this respective the cloud formation, right? Cloud formation template here. Again change this respect to the cloud formation template, right? And we'll see. So let's update your respective stack here, replace the template and upload the template here to this respective cloud formation template here, right? And re-upload it again, update your respective stack. What happened to this? In the 78 column, it have the template format error. AML not well formed in the line 70, right? Why this AML got not formed actually? So seems it looks good, but changing of the values as creating the error. No tabs, nothing. Let me re-upload. Let me check once again. Again, let me reopen once again and check. Yes, so now it went well. So the syntaxing wise and indented wise, you should be more cautious there. Update the stack. Now we'll see whether it's able to update or not. So resource recreation got failed. So what you guys have did? So yeah, this is the mistake here where I have been like changing the format here, right? Uh, let's change the format with the VPC IDs and everything. AP Southeast -1 10.10.1.0/24. Similarly, AP Southeast -1. So 10.10.2.0. what is the IP BP ID that which I have given here. So dev resources, what is the VPC ID? This is the first VPC ID and this is the second VPC ID. Yeah, looks good. And again, you need to changing the respective resources here with the subnet group. And here you need to change your respective VPC ID again. So AMI image. This is with your respect to T2 medium. This is with your respect to T2 medium. So now here, change the again the match your respective EC2 instances here. Image ID. Match your respective EC2 instances AMI ID. And re-trigger your save this respective cloud formation template and re-trigger this one. You understand why this cloud formation template has given the error? Because the values are right. Because the values are going to be changed actually. Right? It is not, as I said, it is a completely idempotent actually. It will, if it is matching the state only, it will going to be change it. Otherwise, it won't change actually. Right? It will not disturb the existing environment. If suppose you have re-updated in a wrong method, right? Suppose you have re-updated your respective in the very wrong method. So changing of your values, it will try to destroy your respective resources. It won't do that actually, right? It will throw you the error. It will stop the respective changes here. That's what it do. Now update it with the proper values. Replace this one. Now here, this is the key again, the same values. Let's update the stack. We'll see. It's not changing. Somehow again, what happened to this? Okay, VPC ID, the CADR block must change if the availability zone is changed and the VPC ID is not changed. So here, the stack creating the issue actually, because I changed the completely.
Shanmugh, sorry, this one, while creating a VPC, right, the CIDR we have created 10/16. So, but here it is 24, right? That is not issue, right?
That is not the issue. This is my subnet value actually. This is my subnet value, not with the CIDR range actually. Because I have not, the state of the remote file is completely got changed actually, you'll see. So if you are manipulating your respective stack, right, it will try to destroy the resources actually. So this is what the errors actually will get. if you change the template, right, without the proper execution, without a changing of these values actually, right, this is what the mess up you have created here. Now in this case, if you delete the resource, the stack, it will going to be, right, it will going to be completely delete all the resources. If you click on this respective stack, it will delete all the resources here, right? So now here I've been using the import option here, right? Resources import must have the delete policies here. I've been re-executing my stack here. We'll see how it works. That's why the indented is properly, right? Properly is going to be corrected here. Otherwise, it's going to be, it will create the mess on your respective stack here. So this is the creating the subnet with this one where the resources ID episode. Okay. Anyone guess what happened actually? Where is the mistake? Anyone has identified the mistake? What mistake I did?
Availability zone.
What was that?
Southeast one is there.
What it should be?
Should be 2.
It's 1A and 1B. This is what the clearly it has been showcasing this one. What does it meaning here? The BPC having the 2 subnets actually. Right, 2 subnets actually. This is your subnets, right? This subnet got situated on this AP Southeast -1. But what you have given AP Southeast -1. So this will create the right. This will create the respective right. This will create the respective issues. So now here again upload the respective template here. We'll see now. See. So this is how you guys need to manage your troubleshooting. So check the error. What is the error? Understand the error. Why it is has been, right? Why this is not happening, right? Check the error here, and then start looking about the resolution part here. So this is how you guys can improve what exactly is going on. Right? Am I clear on this? What does it do? Right? This is how it's going to be really right needed actually while you are dealing with the cloud formation. Because if you are dealing with your production resources, right? If you are dealing with your respective production resources actually, you guys are completely right. You guys are completely cautious because the stack is going to delete all the resources at once. And you need to, if you keeps on changing your respective template with the mistakes of indented or changing of your cloud formation template, which deals your respective complete the causing of the deletion of your respective resources. Right? This is one main important thing that you guys need to ensure that. Am I clear on this? Any questions, any doubts?
I'm sorry, I asked actually this one that we have changed the instance type, right, from
Hmm.
macro to medium, right, in that the code
Hmm.
itself. After it was changed the instance to medium, right? So in real
Hmm.
time, it's like with downtime, like because we're changing the instance type itself.
Yes, yes, it's a vertical scaling, right?
Uh-huh. Correct. Okay.
So I prefer to go with the Terraform only because Terraform having the more, right, more advantage when compared to this respect to cloud formation templates, right? But as of now, don't focus on learning on the multiple things. Let's focus on the respective. Let's focus on the respective only on the specific technology at once. So later point of time, if you guys are well versed with your respective AWS skills, then focus on Terraform. Terraform is not that difficult to learn. It's only the key and value pair, understanding the modules, understanding the interpolations, understanding the data blocks. That's it. Simple three topics actually you need to understand and create your respective resources. Simple. It's not a rocket science Terraform wise. Already all the modules has been developed by the HashiCorp itself. You just need to change your variables like the cloud formation template. Already these people are developed. You need to just change your respective variables and you need to enable it and trigger it. Right? Any questions, guys? Any questions on this? So now go ahead and change that respective cloud form. First complete the practical of IAM, SAML based authentication, SSO signing. So that will important actually, right? Then later you can come into the cloud formation template. So tomorrow we'll discuss about the Lambda actually, the functional, the Lambda functions with regards to the admin perspective, how you guys are going to manage this Lambda. So that will going to be discussed by tomorrow, and later we're going to enter into the concept of very important concept called AWS backups, right? AWS backups actually. So those things are going to be discussed, right? Fine, guys. We'll meet by tomorrow. Thank you.